Do you believe the major headlines that are broadcast in the mainstream? No, I'm not talking about the news. I'm talking about entertainment, pop culture, what celebrities are doing, who they're doing, how are they doing it, how do celebrities live, and how did they die? Let's explore some interesting things about recent celebrity deaths.
What is up, alien army? I am Oculus, the alien next door, purveyor of esoteric lore. And on this channel, we discuss everything out of this world. This topic we are going to be discussing shady celebrity deaths. Let's get into this little thing that I motherfucking peeped.
Because this is my channel and this is what we talk about here. Shit that resonates with me.
And it might resonate with a few of you too. If it doesn't, that's cool. Keep doing you.
Let every eye negotiate for itself and trust no motherfucking agents.
The latest, as I'm filming this, it's December 2022. We have the death of twitchboss. Twitch was originally born Stephen Laurel Boss, September 29th, 1982. He died on December 13th, 2022. The circumstances of this man's death are a little interesting. Apparently, he had checked into the Oak Tree Inn in Encino, California, and the next day when he was supposed to check out at 11 a.m., he failed to do so. When they opened his room, they found him there dead of a gunshot wound, apparent suicide. This motel was allegedly less than a mile from his home. It appears that he just went to this motel to do what he did. That was the game plan.
I mean, that's what the media is saying, but I mean, I don't know the story. I wasn't there.
It appears that he did leave a suicide note which alluded to past challenges, but it doesn't go into further detail. What was Stephen Twitchboss's official cause of death? Suicide by gunshot wound, self-inflicted. The Los Angeles County Medical Examiner reported no signs of foul play. Now we have Anneheche. And Anneheche was born on May 25th, 1969. She died on August 11th, 2022, after being in a fiery car crash, which I'm sure you've seen all over the news, which occurred on August 5th, 2022. Anneheche's official cause of death was smoke inhalation and burns, as the autopsy results state, which, by the way, were released on December 6th, 2022. Roughly a week before Twitch passed away. Anneheche's autopsy reveals no evidence of impairment by illegal substances at the time of the fatal crash. Just to go over the brief synopsis of her fiery crash in Mar Vista, California. She had been purportedly driving erratically beforehand, and she was spotted on numerous doorbell cameras speeding. I believe one report said she was going somewhere around 100 miles an hour until she eventually crashed into this home. The firefighters were allegedly trying to get her out of this burning vehicle for about an hour. When they finally did pull her out of this vehicle, the footage shows she's being wheeled into an ambulance fully covered by a sheet, which makes you think that maybe she's dead under there. And you see her remove the covering that she's under, and she appears to be sitting up on the stretcher, and then we see her getting wheeled into the ambulance. From what I saw in this video, it didn't to me look like she had any burns on her, like her skin just looked normal. I would think if someone was attempted to be rescued from a burning vehicle for over an hour, they might have a little bit of like a Freddy Krueger situation going on with their skin, but if you look at that, her skin looks perfectly smooth, so I'm not really sure.
A little fucking weird, but again, I don't work in the medical field. This is just my opinion as a motherfucker on the YouTube.
Not only that, but after this fiery wreck wreck was reported, it was stated that anneheche was actually in stable condition, and it seemed as if she was going to recover from this. And then the story came out that she was in the ICU, and then it came out that she was brain dead, and then it came out that she was on like a ventilator or something. You could look up the exact details if you so desire, but basically the media began reporting after she was in stable condition from being rescued from this fiery inferno that she was progressively worsening, and then it was announced that anneheche had died. So the interesting thing before this is that right before the crash, as we mentioned, the autopsy results stated that anneheche did not have any type of substances in her system, any type of impairment that would have caused the crash. A local wig shop owner is actually on video saying that he interacted with anneheche and she seemed perfectly fine, and she entered his wig shop to purchase a red wig right before her crash.
Keep that in mind.
So let's rewind a little bit to some other questionable instances in anneheche's life. So anneheche was actually found wandering in the desert in California, disoriented, wearing like a bra or some shit. This occurred in the year 2000. And then in the year 2001, anneheche came out saying that her father had sexually molested her when she was younger. And going by what she said, she entered an alternate reality, fourth dimension, as quoted, after that alleged abuse. Anneheche also said that she was from another planet at this time. In 2018, anneheche said that Harvey Weinstein had propositioned her for a blowjob and he just pulled out his fucking shit in front of her and she refused the request and walked out. That's what she said in 2018. Why did I mention Twitch and then anneheche?
Well,
Common denominator here, who could that be? Ellen DeGeneres. Now, Ellen DeGeneres was born on January 26, 1958. In 1997, anneheche and Ellen DeGeneres started dating, so they were an item, they were a couple. Right after their breakup, anneheche is found wandering disoriented somewhere in the California desert, and then a year later, she comes out with saying that her dad molested her and that she entered a fourth dimensional reality and that she believes she was from another planet. Then in 2018, she comes out talking about Harvey Weinstein. This is out in the mainstream media for motherfuckers to read and discern with their own discretion. Why did I mention all of these individuals' birthdays? The interesting thing, if you were paying attention to their birthdays, Twitch is a Libra, first deacon. anneheche is a Gemini, also first deacon. And Ellen DeGeneres is an Aquarius, also first deacons. We have 3 air signs. They're all first deacons, which would make their sons basically trine in a natal chart.
I was like, that's interesting.
And solidifies my view of these names being connected. What is the other connection though? Ellen DeGeneres. Ellen and anneheche used to be an item, and Twitch was a DJ on the Ellen DeGeneres show from 2014 till the final episode in 2022. It's just interesting that both of these big names that are connected to Ellen in a major way are passing away within 4 months of each other in the same year. They're both air signs connected to another air sign. They're all first deacons. And what do I need to tell you about Twitch? Because I told you a whole bunch of interesting things about anneheche's history according to the media. Twitch, what do we see there? We see a lowercase t, but we see a capital W, which leads us to be focused on the word witch. I don't know if that's symbolism. I don't know if that's trying to suggest something. We've all heard the stories about celebrities and things like that dabbling in a little something something.
ain't nothing wrong with dabbling in something, because, occasionally I dabble in something, too.
It's just interesting how these 2 big names passed away consecutively almost, and they're both affiliated with Ellen, and they're all first deacons and they're air signs. And Ellen DeGeneres' show ends in May 2022. anneheche dies in August. Twitch dies in December. Interesting to me. I don't know what it means. You know what I'm saying? My personal speculation, just things that I've seen from articles that are already out there online, so I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. If you want to put other pieces together, or if you have noticed other shit, please feel free to utilize your own intuition and discretion, but I'm just like, so there's someone who has the name Witch, died under mysterious circumstances because purportedly, according to his wife and people close to him, he had other projects in the works and he wasn't depressed, allegedly. He didn't have financial problems, allegedly, and things were going fine for him, allegedly. Then we have Anneheche, who at the time of her death, she was filming a movie called Girl in Room 13, which was about human trafficking.
Oh my god!
We all heard the rumors about Hollyweird and human trafficking.
Where's what rumors? I didn't hear any motherfucking rumors.
Something to think about as you sip your tea, you know what I'm saying? And this movie, and I quote, synopsis says, a drug dealer holds young Grace captive in a hotel room so he can abuse her and sell her into human trafficking. Meanwhile, Grace's mother, Anneheche, uncovers the shocking truth about human trafficking as she stops at nothing to find her beloved daughter. This movie is purportedly inspired by true events. So the mother in the movie, Anneheche, discovered the truth about human trafficking. That's really fucking interesting to me. I don't know what the truth is about human trafficking. For all I know, human trafficking is another conspiracy theory. It might not even be going on because I don't fucking know. I'm just getting the shit that I compiled off the internet and I'm just putting it into my own words in this context. Another thing that made me think, you ever heard the phrase red herring? A red herring is something put over here to distract motherfuckers' attention from what's going on over there. And Anneheche bought a red wig, which she's pictured with right before she passed away. One with the shop owner, and then another one, to me it looks like she has this red wig just in the passenger seat of her car, which, I mean, I don't know why you'd have just a wig out like that in the open, not in a bag, but just where you could see it in the passenger seat of her car. The color red
He's also purportedly, allegedly, I don't know, I just heard rumors.
when a big psyop is occurring, crisis actors will tend to either be wearing a red shirt, or they'll have red hair, or they'll just be something predominantly red to get your attention focused there. And a color used in psyops and psychological warfare, like the media, they'll just put something in red, or they'll put someone in red, and it's meant to distract from the real story, hence why I put that together with the term red herring. Look over here at the red herring to get your eyes focused away from whatever the fuck is going on, because
I don't know what's going on over there, do you?
and if you just want to see an example of how I came to the conclusion of the red herring, you could just search crisis actor Patsy Stevenson. This is someone who was in the London protests or some shit when there was a girl, this happened like last year, I think. There was a girl who was walking home and then she was abducted walking home, and then there were like protests all over London and shit. And so there's a woman who was in the protest and she's photographed down, like thrown on the concrete or whatever. And when armchair detectives went digging, they found that this was actually an actor, and she had a whole like acting profile up online, but yet she was there in that media photo showing that she was protesting because this girl was abducted randomly. We've heard the rumors, I mean, I know I have, about illuminati and blood sacrifices and all of that. Also Kanye West, I know he be talking crazy lately, but I'm sorry, Ye said that they sacrificed his mother. I don't know what that means. Kanye West has been talking a lot of stuff lately. A lot of it might not be true, some of it might be, I don't know, but we've all heard these rumors, haven't we?
I haven't heard any rumors. What the fuck are you talking about? Don't drag me into this.
Illuminati fucking blood sacrifices. What are you, crazy?
The examples that I gave you here with Anneheche and with Twitch, all of the oddities and them being related to Ellen DeGeneres. Why did the two of them die within 4 months of each other in the same year that Ellen's show ended? Why did Anneheche have a red wig? Was that some sort of signal? Why did Twitch have witch in his name? Was that some sort of symbolism?
What do you guys think?
Because I don't know nothing. Again, I just want to say I'm a random motherfucker on the YouTube. I just see shit and I put pieces together and I see similarities. I do want to tell you that I don't know shit. Is there really an Illuminati? Are there really blood sacrifices that go on? What if there's not even human trafficking, and what if that's a fucking psyop? I don't know what the fuck is real. Unless I witness something, I can't confirm or deny any of these things. All I can say is there's some strange things that I've seen online. These big stories, these big names that that are out there for whatever reason, because you know if a story is out there, someone put it out there and they attach so-and-so's name to it, and then they put died this way or committed suicide that way or what have you. So what do you think? Do you think that there are blood sacrifices going on in Hollyweird? Do you think that's just a coincidence? Google that definition if you so desire. Red herring, ISIS actors.
Really weird.
We've heard the rumors about celebrity cloning too, haven't we?
Shut the fuck up and stop telling me that I heard fucking rumors, cause I ain't hear no motherfucking rumors!
Are these clones? Are these real people? Are these just stories? They're chilling, watching the 3D Earth Matrix from another vantage point, maybe in the underground bunker underneath the Denver International Airport, which I don't even know if that is true. What goes on in the 3D Earth Matrix? Unless you've experienced or bore witness to something yourself, you really don't know. All you could do is see these little clues in the media stories, put pieces together, and formulate your own conclusions. Remember, friends,
Let every eye negotiate for itself.
And trust no agent.
I am Oculus, the alien next door, purveyor of esoteric lore. Thank you for joining us on this wonderful stroll. We will chit-chat again soon.